What up, guys and fellow lovers of the cubic world? Welcome back to all of you, and welcome back to me, because I've returned from my amazing vacations. I'd forgotten how much I love traveling. I love visiting all these new places, learning how people live in these other cultures, these different cultures of the world. But yeah, I'm back, and we have to get back to business, right? So yeah, guys, it's been a while since I've been back, but don't worry, the videos are starting to come in again. This is the first one I will upload. I also started recording the next Let's Play episode. It's coming, don't worry about it. But yeah, today, welcome to this new kind of tutorial. It's not exactly a complete tutorial because, yeah, this farm is kind of difficult. By the way, the farm is a pumpkin and melon farm that you see back there. This is a little strip. Of course, you can do it, or you can build a big one. Is infinitely expandable to all sides, by the way. So yeah, this is a very complicated farm to build, and well, more than to build, to explain how to build it. So what I'm gonna do is explain you like the basic concepts about it, how it works, and maybe the flying machine, and then I will leave the world download down in the description for you to, of course, test this world, see both of the farms, the mega one and this little strip. And yeah, you can check it out. You can build it yourself in your world if you want. And let's get onto it. So the basic concept of this farm is that we have the melons and pumpkins. Oh, oh, that's loud. um, Planted like in an alternating style. That means pumpkin in one line, then melon in the other, pumpkin in one line, melon in the other. That helps them grow a little bit faster. And instead of having observers reading the stems and then pistons pushing the melons and pumpkins and pumping them off with some minecarts collecting everything, we just let them grow freely all the way on the area. And then after a while, we have here a clock. This is set to 1 minute because I found out that 1 minute is a bit better than more time. And yeah, after a minute, the harvester comes all the way through the farm, pushing some trapdoors down, and those are the ones that pop off the pumpkins and melons. So as you can see, we have two pistons, two sticky pistons, one that pushes the trapdoors down and the other one that returns them up. And that's basically how it works. The harvester passes through and pushes all the pumpkins down. Then after it's done, we send a line of minecarts. This is a new minecart system, the 19 minecart unloading system. And yeah, this is a system that Almange discovered and designed himself. The way it works is we have some lava cauldrons down there which break the minecarts, and well, all the contents of the minecarts fall into water, and the minecarts fall into these hoppers and end up in these droppers. Whenever the flying machine comes around, let's wait for it. Here it comes. Once it arrives, it's gonna push this observer down, it's gonna trigger the minecarts, and they're gonna pop into existence. They're gonna come to the other side, unload everything. Of course, right now the random tick speed is set to 0, so we're not getting any pumpkins or melons, so let's set it to the normal speed, which is 3. And yeah, eventually the pumpkins and melons will grow. In a minute, the harvester will come around again, pop everything off, minecarts will collect everything, let it into the water streams, and from here you can take it to whatever storage system you like. The concept, in the end, I think it's pretty simple, as you can see. Here we can see it in action, all the pumpkins and melons being broken by the trapdoors, of course. And once the machine gets to the end, right now, all of those pumpkins and melons, let's activate the hitboxes, you can see them disappearing because they're being collected by the minecarts, and there they go. I find that so satisfying every time. Anyways, let's turn it up for a bit. By the way, I've done the maths if you are interested in that. This farm with the setup of 1 minute, which is 2 stacks and 22 items inside of these 2 hoppers. I mean, inside of one, and then they share the items between the two. So yeah, with that timer, we get around 62 stacks of melon slices per hour and around 13 and a half stacks of pumpkins per hour, which, believe me, it's not that bad. Plus, we get the upside that we are not getting any lag whatsoever because the flying machine is always in the standby mode, which is not moving, and the minecarts are all, oh well, in the other droppers, stored in the droppers. They're not lying around or moving around to collect all the pumpkins and melons. And of course, we don't have any observers and pistons immediately popping them off, which is pretty cool, I think. So how are we triggering the flying machine? Well, I've talked about the clock, the timer. So yeah, we have two torches, two redstone torches at each side of the timer, which means they will trigger every time. And yeah, the torches send power through this line of redstone, which activate these droppers that we have here. These droppers are then read by these observers, and these observers trigger these four stick pistons that I'm pointing at. Those, of course, push the whole flying machine from this side, and then the other observers trigger the other four pistons that we have facing to the other side and pick up the other side that is left of the flying machine. Then these observers that we have to the sides are triggering the sticky pistons each block that the machine moves, which means that we're gonna push the trapdoors on each of the levels. Now you can see we have like a checkerboard pattern with the trapdoors. That's because the pushers, the piston pushers, they're not alternating. They're all pushing at the same time, everything. So if we had trapdoors in every single block, we would be breaking the stems as well, which we don't want, of course. So checkerboard's pattern with trapdoors. Another thing that I should mention is I just use trapdoors because I like to. I I like that I'm able to walk through the whole farm with the trapdoors. But you can basically use any block that you want, slabs, glass, anything really. Of course, that is pushable and movable with sticky pistons. Next thing I should mention is we have strips of 8 blocks. The flying machine is of 8 blocks because yeah, we need to water those crops. We need to keep the farmland alive or fertile, if you will. So we're using this new mechanic of the leaves being able to waterlog, and this is so cool because I don't need but the block of leaves, and yeah, just watering it, and it won't spill or anything. Last important thing I believe I should mention is why I covering all with glass, covering it up all with glass. Well, because I don't want any items to jump out of the farm and be able to be collected with the minecarts. So yeah, as you can see, the minecarts just reach till the soil or dirt. If one item were to jump out of it, then we don't have a lossless farm as it is now. And yeah, the last thing, believe me, it's the obsidian. Why do I have obsidian here? Well, because elsewhere the piston will push the glass and it would break the rails and it would be a mess. So yeah, we need some non-movable blocks below this row of glass so that the pistons won't be able to push it. Oh, I thought I promised that it was the last thing, but yeah, I should mention also, you don't need to use wither heads. You can use amethyst clusters, as I did in this big boy right here. You can use amethyst clusters to stop the minecart from going too far and still be able to be broken by the lava cauldrons. So yeah, and also, as you can see here in the big farm, we have five, I think, of those stripes. One, two, three, four. Four stripes of 8 blocks. And yeah, I'm also using that as my advantage because, as you can see, the water blocks only reach 8 blocks in total. The water streams. So every block that we're leaving a space on, we're placing a packed ice so that all the items can run through till the end and fall into your storage system. Also, doesn't it look cool? It looks so cool in my opinion. And yeah, the only thing that I'm doing here as an extra is, of course, putting some repeaters so that the redstone line can arrive to all those droppers and to all the repeaters here that fire the droppers and dispensers for the hopper minecarts. And that's basically it, guys, for the functioning of the farm, for how it works. But I feel I should mention a few things on how to build it just to make your lives easier. First of all, do not place these droppers once you've placed these observers, because your whole machine is gonna trigger and it's gonna break because not all of it is being powered at the same time. So yeah, place the droppers and then the observers. The droppers don't have to be in a particular orientations. You can place it however you want. These obsidian blocks, you should place them while you're building before you have the whole thing done, just in case you trigger the machine by accident. As you can see, we are placing um, one every other block, and it's four of them here, and in the same manner, four of them here. You can just mirror them. And finally, the rails, I believe. If you place these rails in the wrong order, it's gonna be so difficult for you. So as you can see here, I have this I bet you can figure them out. But this, be sure to place first the ones below, then this ones, and then the one on top. That way you won't be getting any problems with orientations of rails, because look at what happens if I place them like that. You see? Those two are getting um, turned. So yeah, do not place them like this. Place first this, and then that one. The same goes for the waterlogged rails down there. Let me show you. Because if you place them like this, they're all gonna connect. So you gotta place this, and this. Then you just break the ones that connected here, and you have them in the perfect position. This is so that the minecart lands on them and still touches the lava of the lava cauldron. So, anyways, guys, that's it for this semi-tutorial. I guess it's more of a showcase for the farm than a tutorial. That's all for today, guys. I'm sorry I don't have a longer video. I've been actually kind of enjoying my daily life in real life while I can before I get into my classes again, into the university again. I'm still on vacation. Well, vacation period, not on vacation. But guys, this is it for today. The Let's Play is coming. I'll promise to make more tutorials if I can. And yeah, one last thing. Don't you like how the acacia fits very well with the color of the pumpkins and melons, with the green and the orange, and also with the slime blocks and honey blocks? I think this farm looks very cool with that color. Anyways, guys, no more distractions. Thank you for watching. I hope you find this farm useful. By the way, thank you for all my subscribers that I've been getting. We are in the count of 43, I believe. Thank you so much, all of you. I love you. I read your comments even when I'm not posting videos. So I'm kind of there, even though it seems like I'm not. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Leave a like if you like this video, if you find it useful. Please consider to hit the subscribe button down below. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Have a great week. Goodbye.